Paul LaFontaine, host of the CNQ Podcast, where members of the West Point class of 1986 tell their stories. This project was inspired by collecting stories for memorials. As we went through to memorialize our classmates, our living classmates told the most amazing stories, and we talked about what a shame it was that many of these stories would end up on the cutting room floor or just not have a chance to see the light of day. This podcast just sits down with each member of the class who's willing to come on and has them tell their story. It's an old military bromide that amateurs talk tactics, professionals talk logistics. So let's talk about the logistics of this podcast for a moment. There are 954 living members of the class of 1986 as of this recording. Every one of you is welcome to come on this podcast and tell your story. The mechanics of getting you all invited and getting you on, of course, is something we'll have to solve together. If you are a member of the class, you're invited. I will reach out to individuals and give invitations, but generally I can only do that once because if there's 900 people to invite, I can't chase you down after with multiple invites. So if I send you an invite, that's a standing invitation. Then, of course, everyone who expressed interest will come on. It's my wish that everyone would come on. Some people aren't going to want to. That's no problem. This is where the class of 1986 tells its story and where the individuals can tell their stories. And one of the benefits of coming on this podcast is I will get from you a story that maybe your kids haven't heard. And the next generation can hear that one story that they haven't heard just yet. And the next Thanksgiving dinner can have maybe a laugh or two about that time you were a cadet or in the Army or even thereafter. Please join me on the Class of 86 podcast as a listener, as a family member, or as a member of the class, and we'll have a good time. Thanks so much.